On a Wednesday morning, I'm meteorologist Rod Hill putting down this weathercast for you. We are talking about the KGW Weather Impact Alert for the snow in the mountains and the Coast Range continuing, and for the chance, our best chance so far this winter season, of seeing some snow move across the valley overnight tonight. So I'll take you through all of it. And we're going to start with a celebration of all that snow stacking up, looking at our Timberline camera. It's been in the mid-teens up there early this morning. You know, last week we talked about this will be a crucial week to finally start jump-starting our snowpack. And part of the messaging was, last week, and still true, not one individual big storm, but just day after day starting to add up snow. So remember, if you go back to last Friday, the bases were 38 inches roughly between Meadows and Timberline, and now Timberline has a 55-inch base. So obviously, big improvement in building the snowpack numbers. Meadows is at a 49-inch base. Bachelor, by the way, picked up 6 inches of snow over the past 24 hours, and their base is making an improvement as well, up to about 44. Our friends at the National Weather Service continuing their winter weather advisory for today, tonight, and tomorrow for, again, both the Coast Range and the Cascades. It's interesting that for travel this time around, the lower snow levels have actually been in the Coast Range, where we've been consistently seeing some snow at 500 feet at times. You've got to get more up to near to above 1,000 feet up in the Cascades. So all total today through tomorrow, the Coast Range looking for another 4 to 8 inches of snow. Much of that would come overnight tonight. And then you've got the Cascades, not as much, 2 to 5. And you wonder, well, why? Because the storm system that we're tracking for tonight, or the low center, isn't that weak, and it's along the coast. So the Coast Range has more proximity to the precipitation jolt, if you will, than the Cascades that are farther inland away from the dynamics of that low that we're tracking. Now, as I mentioned, we do have the KGW Weather Impact Alert up. This is for this evening, overnight tonight, into tomorrow morning. Likely snow coming across the valley, but much of it could potentially be a wet mix. My wording, scattered dustings of snow, means scattered means, hey, we have some on the ground, but then you talk to your other friend and they're like, no, we don't. So it's either I'm not good enough, or the meteorology science is not good enough, or it's some sort of a combination. But I can't pinpoint this for you. All I can do is tell you we're looking at moisture increasing across the valley tonight. I feel like there's a good chance that some areas will report some snow on the ground while other areas do not. My temperature range tonight, which I feel pretty good about. Some areas getting down to 30, 32. Those would be the best chances of getting some dustings of snow. But other areas could hold 36, 37, 38 and just primarily be wet. Cold spots at the flats of the valley and maybe in elevation, the best chance of seeing this tonight, certainly up in the hills, of getting more than an inch or two would be on the west side. So out, think toward the Coast Range. This is just one. We look at many weather models every day. This is just one of them. This one does like some uniformity in terms of snow coverage. Shows Salem with an inch. I mean, most of us, you think of a dusting, just a tad to no more than an inch. This shows Salem with an inch, shows Portland just a little bit more than a half of an inch of rain, or excuse me, snow. I'm used to saying rain. It does only show 2 inches up on Mount Hood. And if you look at the blue dots and you go over here to the legend, that's 3 to 6 over the Coast Range and even 6 plus. So there's more blue dots over the Coast Range than the Cascades. So again, modeling biting on this being a larger snow event for the Coast Range than the Cascades. All right, so why are we seeing any of this? A developing low coming straight down from the north, both upper and surface low will form right off of the Oregon coast starting this evening. You can see out ahead of it, there's a little jolt of increased activity already diving down to us, and we will in fact see scattered showers increasing during the day on this Wednesday. Here's Futurecast. Yesterday we had some hail reports scattered about. Remember, the snow level's low. Doesn't take much convection to bring down some sort of a mix of precipitation. So we'll see that again today, scattered stuff. But temperatures will be generally daytime 40 or better, so not really looking for many issues. This is 8 p.m. tonight. Moisture increasing. That is, the blue is snow, the green is rain. I'm going to stop this at 10 o'clock because if you look at these streamlines, see them? They go up and around. This is a counterclockwise flow. That's showing that low center offshore that's the trigger for all of this. 10 o'clock tonight. Again, this is one model. We look at several. I personally feel like we could see some snow sooner than what this is showing. This is after midnight at 2 o'clock. Now it's showing in blue that most of what's moving across the I-5 corridor would be snow. Now keep in mind, this doesn't tell you, just this imagery does not tell you if it's freezing or not. This could simply be snow in the air that's not sticking. but if we have freezing spots.
Arm sling, as you saw Benet just clip into that, and that stabilizes the rifle on 2 elbows and your rib cage. Benet, we're getting a picture of her. USA leader Irwin shooting very quickly. Has a miss though. France is 4 for 4. France goes 5 for 5, as does Germany. Germany goes 5 for 5 as well, and Norway's clean. No extra rounds. 1 extra round for Team USA. Leader Irwin gets 5 down with 6 shots, almost as fast as the people who didn't use an extra round. So good shooting by the Americans.
You can make the argument easily, I think, that the temperatures overnight tonight will be no colder than what we had this morning. And actually, with thicker cloud cover coming in with moisture, you could also make the argument that if the precipitation rates stay light, that the numbers tomorrow morning would actually be warmer than what I'm showing you right now. Remember, we were mainly dry today with not a lot of wind. 30 in Eugene, Salem was 34, Portland was 36. Obviously, you can get grassy dustings of snow at 35, 36 degrees. 32 in Newport. We did have our cameras showing a mixed bag along the coast in Lincoln County earlier this morning. So again, realize, and if you've lived here for a while, there's Kelso 35 and Vancouver 34. If you've lived here for a while, you know exactly what I'm talking about. These marginal events that come in, where we're pretty sure there's going to be increasing moisture, but we're just not sure if the temperature is going to get down to freezing or if it's going to hold in the mid to upper 30s. That's what we're looking at, and that's what's uncertain. KGW Weather Impact Alert mainly for tonight into tomorrow as we track the possibility of some snow sticking in the valley, and with that, the possibility of some icy roadways as well. I think we dry out later tomorrow, scattered showers during the day, but then we dry out, and it's all dry Thursday, overnight, and Friday. There's a system that stays offshore this weekend. That front comes in on Monday, but it gets us into a south flow, and we'll start to see rising snow levels. By Saturday, the snow level is back to 3,000 feet. By Sunday, the snow level could be above 4,000 feet as Portland sees showery weather and temperature getting back up to about 52 degrees. So it's possible tonight that you have some snow at your place. Just keep yourself on track with the latest forecast. Check conditions before you go out, especially if you're doing some extended traveling around our area and you're going through the gorge. The gorge does not look to be a player this time, meaning I don't see the gorge having any worse weather, if you will, than what we'll see here in the valley. I'm meteorologist Rod Hill with this KGW forecast update.